Hey guys, me again with another YouTube video, and today we're going to be looking at a kind of a different Lego MOC that I haven't really seen much on YouTube at all, and I'm just going to go scroll through the list of this until we get to here. Oop, crap, I just saw. Today we're going to be looking at the sniper rifle in the family of SCAR weapons. I've done the SCAR PDW, I've also done the SCAR hammer, and I don't really feel like doing the SCAR 16 or SCAR 17 because I've seen a lot of those on YouTube already, but I have never seen one of these on YouTube before. So this is going to download and then open up. So here it is. This is the FNH SCAR MK.20 support sniper rifle. And this is basically, like I said, just the sniper rifle version of the SCAR 17 and the sniper rifle in the SCAR family of weapons. So what makes this stand out from the normal SCAR 17 is that this is actually made for basically just a long-range shooting. And I believe I've done a fine job of replicating it here, and it looks fantastic. So to go over a few different things, I need to come back here and open up the rough draft version. Download. Fine. Open. Basically, all I did was take the SCAR PDW, and anything that you see in dark red here is what I changed from the SCAR PDW. Now then, the reason the stock is orange back here is because that's just to make sure I knew what pieces wore the stock, so that when I came back there to adjust it and whatnot, I could move it. Now then, this is the rough draft version, which obviously means you can see the dark red, but the other thing that I want to point out is that this stock is actually not this high on the completed version. I took a look at the reference photo, and the stock does not sit this high on the base of the stock, so I went ahead and I moved it down a whole layer, and it looks much better. As you can see, it's down a whole stud layer right there. So we're going to start with the muzzle brake, and we're going to work our way back, and that's kind of unusual from what we usually do, but it's nice to change things up for a bit. So the barrel, there's really nothing spectacular about this barrel. It's just a normal kind of four-sided barrel, and it's got the kind of standard muzzle brake on it, and it's just held in with a pin on the MOC. Below the barrel we have a working bipod. Obviously it's adjustable as well, which means you can pull that out and push it back in down here, and then simply adjust it to whatever length you might need it, and then unfold it and whatnot, and be good to go. It does move according to these Exoforce pieces here, and it's attached to the bottom rail system right there. Speaking of rail systems, there's one on both sides of the upper receiver and one along the entire upper receiver up on top. Moving into the handguard of the upper receiver, we have the little screws here on both sides, and then we have the opening here with what I believe is the gas adjustment, but I'm not incredibly sure on that, so don't quote me. But I do know it curves, and I know there's an opening here, so I went ahead and I did make that. The upper receiver, kind of back in this area, hasn't changed much. If you saw from the dark red that the rubber piece here did change. It's a lot longer on the SSR, so I made that piece longer. And we got the bolt catch and the newly designed charging handle on this side with the same standard rubber piece from the SCAR PDW. And it's a nice little bolt catch, nice in circle, or not a bolt catch, a nice charging handle. It's a circle instead of a square. Also have the bolt catch down here, which does move out so that you can push back in like you're letting the bolt slide forward. Ambidextrous fire selector / safety. It's on safety right now, and obviously there would not be any full auto, so let me just go ahead and get rid of that. Actually did not think about that. So we'll get the full auto out of there, and it switch over to semi-auto in just one click. We have the ambidextrous magazine release, of course, one on this side, one on that side. Speaking of magazines, we have the 20 round magazine down here. It's got the rubber butt pad piece on it, and I believe this rifle fires 308, but don't quote me just yet. Scar Mark 20 SSR. .62 by 51, which is 308, I believe. So yes, it does shoot 308, and that's a wonderful cartridge for long-range sniping. Pretty easy to get your hands on, actually. I believe civilians can own one of these, but I might be wrong, because I believe barrel length fits the correct parameters, and magazine size isn't that big, and neither is the round. So I believe civilians can own one of these. Granted, it's not a rifle that you would go plinking with every day. Moving back into the ergonomic pistol grip, you can see that I've redesigned it to have little slits for the fingers to fit through. I've gone ahead and redone the trigger so that it fits up in there, and there's a place for a rubber band. And then sitting up here we have Allen's custom Lego sniper scope. It's one of the best. I switched up the mounting brackets though to get it nice and low to the actual rail system though. So just overall it just complements the rifle so well. It looks really good on this MOC, and I really do enjoy him making instructions for that sniper scope because it just looks great. As you can see, it's got the ballistic CPU up on top of it as well, which basically is just a rangefinder, and it's kind of like a computer that it's a cheat sheet basically. It tells you windage calculations and whatnot. It's got the crosshairs down on it. And then finally, for the kind of the most important feature is the stock here. And there's some, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a little groove cut into the side here, and the reason the groove is there is because it's on the actual model itself. So I went ahead and I did some shaping there to get it in there. You got the black cheek pad, which is supposed to be adjustable, but unfortunately most of the inside is taken up by the stock adjustment, so I could not get that done. There's a rail system down here on bottom. I really don't know what that is, other than I'm thinking a monopod, or not a monopod, a back little foregrip, so that you can rest your rifle and not have to move it around that much when you pick it up. But other than that, I have no idea why that's there. And we come into the butt pad of the weapon itself, and it is adjustable. If you guys give me a second, I gotta do something real quick. Alright, that's out of the way. So this piece is adjustable, so you just simply pull that pin out, and then you can pull this out. And I only have one position for it to adjust from because I did not save the 4th model and get it uploaded to the docs. But that's a quick fix, as you just saw me do. So at the longest position, it would look something like so. And what's interesting about this stock that I found a little unique is the fact that it doesn't fold. I really thought that FNH would make this stock fold, but when I was doing research on the rifle itself, it said it doesn't fold. Let me go to their website again. Where is it? Stock non-folding adjustable cheek piece. This confused me because I really thought from looking at this image that it folded, but apparently it doesn't. So I was highly confused. And by the way, you have to be law enforcement or military to own this rifle, so I am wrong. It's not civilian legal. But it does make a good rifle here. I'm going to go ahead and save it because I did that adjustment in the stock. And this is a super nice model. I really like how this looks. And I'm kind of debating on, at the end of the year when I go to Legoland, getting enough pieces to do at least one of these good looking sniper rifles. And that's partly because of you guys. You guys have been very generous to me. My channel is getting a good amount of revenue, though because of YouTube service agreements I can't physically tell you guys how much money I'm making. But it is a decent amount, and we will have a nice Lego bonus at Christmas, so I can start building more real life models for you guys when it comes to 2015. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos like this one. If you guys want to see HD pictures of this model, don't be afraid to check out my website, bluejthemeister.weebly.com. There should be a link in the description of this video. If not, I apologize. There should also be a link in the description of this video for the sniper rifle instructions. Go ahead and help out my friend Alan. He's done an excellent job with his Lego MOCs, especially the ones that I've recommended and all the other ones that everyone else has recommended, and he's shown off a ton of talent for someone so young. So if you guys don't mind going and checking out his channel, or at least making the scope, that'd help me, that'd help him. It'd be greatly appreciated. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.